Red Bull teammates Daniel Ricciardo and Max Verstappen took to the streets of Melbourne to try their hand at spray painting an Aston Martin DB11. Ricciardo and Verstappen teamed up with street artists Julian Clavijo and Brian Itch to paint the luxury car, each giving it their own unique twist. Red Bull went a little left field with their media day as swathes of fans packed into a little Melbourne side street to watch hometown favourite Ricciardo and Verstappen try their hand at the graffiti art. Ricciardo has called on Red Bull to deliver a championship-winning statement of intent at Formula One's season-opening Australian Grand Prix, but fears Lewis Hamilton's Mercedes team will still be the sport's leading force. Red Bull started last season off the pace of both Mercedes and Ferrari, but ended the campaign with 2 victories from the last 6 rounds after Ricciardo's teammate Verstappen won in Malaysia and then Mexico. Ricciardo will head into Melbourne's Albert Park opener hopeful that Red Bull have continued to take strides over the winter as he bids to secure his first podium finish in front of the Australian crowd. But, speaking on the eve of this year's first race, the 28-year-old conceded that Mercedes, the dominant constructor that have won the last 4 driver and team championships, are set to hold the advantage once more. "There is a lot more confidence within the team," Ricciardo said. "Every year we have worked hard to build a fast car, but come testing we have not really had a lot to show for it. But this winter we had a bit more. I still feel like the top 3 teams will be Mercedes, Ferrari and us. I hope it's a bit more compressed but Mercedes will probably turn up this weekend and they'll be the ones to beat. For us to have a strong weekend, however, would set a statement for the year and show that we would be fighting for the championship. It would be awesome to get off on the right foot." Ricciardo's own future is up for debate with his Red Bull contract due to expire at the end of the year. Ricciardo could have the pick of Mercedes and Ferrari with Valtteri Bottas and Kimi Räikkönen both respectively signed to only 1-year deals. And the Australian has vowed to do his talking on the track with the potential of a lucrative switch to another of the sport's top marques should he choose to seek pastures new, or indeed remain at Red Bull. "At the end of the day the results are going to do the talking," added Ricciardo, who is set to enter his 5th campaign with Red Bull. "For any of us out of contract I believe the driver who is going to be in the hot seat is not the person who does the best negotiating, but the one who does the best on track. That's really my focus at the moment, to come out on the right foot here in Melbourne, and to try and fight for the title." This year, Ricciardo will be joined by Hamilton and Ferrari's Sebastian Vettel in the opening FIA press conference of the season in Melbourne on Thursday. Hamilton and Vettel are set to go head-to-head in their battle to become only the 3rd driver in F1 history, after Michael Schumacher and Juan Manuel Fangio, to win the championship more than 4 times.